And some say you're blessed, but who's looking out for your happiness? Women are mean and detest your skin. Men fall before you like bowling pins. Better keep watching your back. You'll get attacked if you don't tuck tail and run. Stinky run, far away from everyone. Chasing down your backside, run. Stinky run, your trouble's just begun. You gotta keep on moving along. You stir up commotion so easily, but you're not to blame for disturbing the peace. The government thinks you're too dangerous. The greedy have plans for your sweet fragrance. Don't take time to catch your breath. Any delay could mean cuffs or death. So run, stinky run, far away from everyone. Chasing down your backside, run, stinky run.
Are you saying that this young woman smelled worse than anything you've experienced before?
Oh, yes. You see, I have 6 boys, and I am intimately familiar with smells. I know smells that would uncurl dreadlocks. I know smells that would make watercolor out of dried paint. I know smells that would make skunks run.
And yet...
And she stunk.
And yet all of the men who were affected by our Miss Stinky claimed they loved her smell. They claimed that they couldn't fill their nostrils with enough of her fragrance. They even said that it was so powerfully sensual that the blood went rushing down to their instant erections, making them lightheaded and eventually unconscious.
Well, we all know men think with their little brains. Although, do you suppose that perhaps it's a genetic difference between male noses and female noses? No. Thinking with your balls makes you stupid.
Well, you, along with other witnesses, have uploaded several videos and photos to the internet of our...
I didn't do that. No, my sons did that. I know nothing about that.
Well, did you know that as of this morning, your particular video has received over 8 million hits, making it a viral sensation?
I have a virus?
I'm Sylvia McGovern, reporting live. Back to you in the station.
Well, my husband was walking our dog Muffy, and he got too close to this stinky person, and her ridiculous smell just knocked him right down to the ground. Well, he hasn't been the same since. Now, when I dab a little bit of my perfume, he gets this ginormous erection. He jumps me all over the apartment all the time. Thank you, Miss Stinky. Are we allowed to say erection on television?
I know never smelled nothing like her. Beyond, even horrible it was. Repulsive, dreadful. My nose wants to run and hide. Je sais pas où c'est qu'ils l'ont trouvée, cette femme-là, mais alors qu'est-ce qu'elle pue, comme de la merde de cheval. C'est pire que David le Sage. Je crois même pas où c'est qu'ils l'ont trouvée. Mais enfin bref, c'est pas grave. Pff, mon Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu.
Sylvia McGovern here, live with Mr. Bruce Allen, one of the latest victims of Miss Stinky. Mr. Allen, can you tell us what your experience was when you encountered Miss Stinky?
It took maybe 3 seconds by the time I first smelled her to me lying there on the floor unconscious. I remember feeling disoriented and dizzy with a life-altering erection. And then nothing, Dreamsville. This Stinky, she's a miraculous cure for erectile dysfunction. This Stinky, she's better than a pill. She's better than lotion. She's better than an Acme vacuum pump. Not that a guy like me knows anything about ED or Acme vacuum pumps. Hey, is this gonna be on television? Shit.
My name's Rose Calhoun, and I got all sorts of dangerous people chasing my ass. You see, they want to lock me away and do weird, grotesque experiments on my one and only body. Well, screw that idea.
It's not like I wanted any of this to happen. And everything you've been hearing in the news about me is bullshit. I am not a terrorist plot or an alien from another planet. I am an average American girl. I ran in my high school's track team, competed in dozens of races, came in last in every one of them. I don't want buns of steel, I want buns of cinnamon. Like everything else in life, we're all responsible for our own piles of shit. It sucks that some of us have larger piles than others. I am not a good cook. I use a smoke alarm as a timer. I can't even boil water without supervision. I once burnt a salad. The only thing I cook well are, well, Pop-Tarts. I hate housework. You make the beds, you dust, you wash the dishes, and 6 months later, you have to do that all over again.
My dog's name is Jake. He's a member of the family, and I love my Jakey boy.
My ambition is like any other normal girl's, to marry a rich man and spend my life shopping. Money can't buy all the clothing I desire. That's what credit cards are for.
I guess I should start when the poop first hit the fan, so to speak. You see, I have to go back a bunch of days. I was single, I was working, had a really great apartment, the world's greatest dog, and I was happy. My father's a special person, and I don't mean that in a special Olympus kind of way. You see, I lost my mom when I was only 3, so my daddy raised me as a single dad.
So, Rosie, what's the story with men?
Well, everyone does say that the right one should come along, but I feel like on the way over, he got off at the wrong exit.
And my little princess. Do you know why that is? Because you're too picky. I know this is not good parental advice to ask you to lower your standards, but in 25 words or less, describe the perfect man for you.
Well, he'd be supernaturally handsome, brilliantly intelligent, great conversationalist, brave beyond reason. What else? Essentially mind-blowing, wealthy to the point of vulgar, and, well, compassionate to a fault. I think that's 23 words.
This is a human being, right? Sweetheart, the Greek gods only exist in the movies, okay? Real life is made of compromises.
Wow, not me. I'm a stubborn bitch. I'm not gonna compromise.
I want someone handsome and rich. Why not?
I'm a hot-looking woman. I mean, I could marry more money in 10 minutes than I could earn in an entire lifetime.
True. Mercenary, yes, but true. God, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't just go to Paris. I'd send for it.
You raised me like this, to be assertive, to know what I want. It's your fault.
So you're working tonight?
I am. It's ladies' night. It should be really busy.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Well, if the sun ever comes out, me and Nicole are supposed to go by the pool and hang out at our club.
Hey, listen, Rose. Make sure you put on a lot of sunblock, huh? You know how sensitive your skin is. Curse of the Irish. Hey, why don't you do something indoors? You know, I understand needlepoint's making a comeback.
Dad, because I can't find an indoor pool anywhere, come on.
Hey, Jake, don't hump that lady's leg. That's my job. Be right back.
On the day all my problems began, I was driving over to my friend Nicole's country club to spend the afternoon hanging out with my friends at her pool. In Florida, soaking up rays is required by law.
It's very humid in Florida. The state flowers are fungus and mold.
In Florida, the age of the average driver is somewhere between 85 and dead. My car comes with a special feature that will last a lifetime: monthly payments. During the cold winter months, a lot of homeless people come down to warm Florida. I would help them out, but most don't take American Express, and carrying cash is so yesterday. People shouldn't be allowed to live on the streets. It's so unsightly, unsanitary, smelly, and just plain annoying. And they're like on every corner. Do they get to pick their own corner, or do they have to book a reservation with a travel agent before they come down here? I could smell this guy even before I stopped my car at the corner. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll ignore me?
Hey! Get away from my car! Seriously! What are you doing? Move! Move! No, I'm not helping you. Come on. Really? Really?
Ew, what a creep! How pushy can you get? There's no doubt that the best things in life are free. Plus shipping and handling.
Look at me, I'm so cute. In my little tight bathing suit. Everybody stares at me 'cause I am what they wanna be.
Ladies, does anyone have a watch? I do need to go to work tonight.
I find being on unemployment so much more productive. Jobs just take up way too much of a girl's time. And I stay on unemployment by only going on interviews for jobs I'm completely unqualified for. They ask me how many words a minute I can type. I tell them it depends on the word.
I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh. I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and
I got fired once from a blowjob. Stop! I got caught taking my work home.
I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, oh.
Me and Hector on last night had such great sex. Whew, that even the next door neighbor had it all gassed.
I'm so pretty, so very hot. Everybody wants what I got. I do my catwalk so they can see. I really like it when they're looking at me. Oh.
So last Monday, I gave my nincompoop boyfriend Eduardo a big bag of M&Ms. Mr. Genius actually spent 3 hours trying to put them into alphabetical order.
Well, at least sex has no calories.
I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh. I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh.
Men have only two emotions, horny and hungry. Yeah, if you meet a man without an erection, bam, make him a sandwich.
I look so good as I walk by. Gets their attention, every eye. I like to flaunt it, 'cause I'm not shy. I look so good, it's no wonder why.
I finally told Victor to get the hell out and stay out.
I told him I was sick and tired of his games, and he should take all of his clothing and crap and leave forever.
Wow, I'm proud of you, Pamela.
Yeah.
It took a lot.
Yeah.
How long before you begged Victor to move back in?
About 20 minutes.
You're pathetic.
I know.
I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh.
Well, I found out last Wednesday that condoms are not completely safe. My friend Steve was wearing one, and he got hit by a bus.
Well, I have no complaints about my boyfriend. He's wonderful. I worship the ground that his father struck oil on.
Yeah. I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh. I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh, 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 oh. I'm so pretty, oh, oh, oh. So hot and pretty, oh.
Oh my God, Rose! You're going from rare to medium to well done. You're lucky, because I have my grandmother's spectacular roasted garlic sunburn lotion. She makes it herself in a bathtub from a secret old country formula with an SPF of 30. She also uses it for shrimp scampi.
Listen, Nicole, I'm sorry, but I don't want any of that shit.
Oh,
It's freaking cold.
Oh, Nicole? Jeez. Okay. So, are you still dating that lawyer hottie? Did he meet up to your ridiculous standards?
You know, close, but no cigar. He has the looks and the money, but he's totally inept in bed. Ugh, he kind of reminds me of a toothache I once had. Yeah.
Good sex makes you alert and ready to face the world. It's the ideal substitute for a hot breakfast.
You're so shallow, Rose. All you care about are looks and money.
That's not true. I try finding the inner person in people.
Yeah, but only if they're already good-looking and rich, right?
Well, why not if they don't qualify with the two basic requirements?
Like I said, shallow.
And stubborn.
Now, would you believe that I have a degree in radiologic technology? Yes, I've been trained to operate medical X-ray and imaging machines. But in today's screwed up economy, there are no jobs for Rose Calhoun. Instead, I work for tips. I don't have an easy job. I think that if I died and went straight to hell, it would take me at least a week to realize I wasn't at work anymore. You know, it's weird. I think I got larger tips that night because I still smelled like roasted garlic. Thank you, Nicole's grandmother. If I had sprinkled some Parmesan on my head, I would have attracted every Italian in the place. I come out exhausted with aching feet, fading makeup, and drooping hair. I would be the before in a makeover commercial. It was sure a good night for werewolves. Ooh. My skin was itching me from Grandma's garlic and the sunburn. I needed a hot shower and a cold beer desperately. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, kitty, where are you? It was a skunk I ran into outside my apartment, not some cute kitty cat. That weasel bastard hit me with a gallon of skunk juice. Ugh. I woke up in a speeding ambulance. How's that for a fun way to open your eyes? Scared me positively shitless. My first thought was that the day had been a total waste of good makeup. Ooh, these guys are very cute and super nice. I wonder how much a paramedic earns. So there I am in the emergency room, reeking like a skunk with garlic breath. I was assigned to a crazy Dr. Gordon Goneff, a man so in touch with his own feminine side, they were practically dating. Dr. Goneff saw that my sensitive skin was having a chemical reaction from the sunburn, the garlic, and the skunk, so he rubbed me down with some new formaldehyde-based experimental drugs for burns. In minutes, I started smelling worse than before. They had to clear an entire section of the emergency room, so they proclaimed me miraculously cured and threw me the hell out of there.
I woke up later that day, around noon. My headache was gone, but the hideous smell had persisted. I guess mixing all of Grandma's garlic lotion with a skunk's musk and this new miracle drug had produced a stench that would have made a city garbage dump green with envy.
The only good news is that I'm probably going to have a whole new medical condition named after me.
Hold on. Coming.
I need to check to see if Obamacare covers fumigating emergency rooms.
Hey, you.
Oh, girl, you stink. Oh. You know what's strange, Rose? Is I only smell you when I'm close by. When I'm in the kitchen or the living room, I smell nothing. It's like you're a planet of your own atmosphere. But 20 feet away, I smell nothing.
Yo, Rosie! Chica! What are you doing, buddy? Where's your girlfriend, huh? Rosie! It's me!
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey, kiddo. How's it going?
Hi, Mr. Calhoun.
Hey, Nicole. You all right? Hey, what's that smell? It's kind of, it's kind of nice.
Are we talking about the same girl here? Your daughter smells like a sewer on steroids.
I just,
Are you okay?
I've
What's
never smelled
wrong?
anything like that. Is that you? No. Rosie, is that you? Oh, God. It's so overpowering. It's just, oh, hey, you stand down there, mister. That's Rosie we're talking about. Oh, right the nads. Oh. Man down.
Daddy, are you okay? Daddy? Daddy. Are you okay?
Help me, Rose. We need to get him at least 20 feet away from you.
Okay, I have an idea.
Don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. You're gonna be okay. Very okay.
It was very upsetting that my powerful smell could affect my father, that way. I mean, he is my dad after all, and things like this aren't supposed to happen. I know he's gonna be upset and ashamed that I could, cause him to react, that way, and I hope he understands that it wasn't his fault. It was my fault. I'm so embarrassed.
Nicole, is he okay?
He's coming out of it. He's fine.
Oh. I'm getting out of here. This isn't fair.
I was worried he hit his head too hard because he started babbling nonsense. I didn't know what to do, so I just decided to forget it all and just go on with my life. But first things first, I had to empty my dog Jake.
This was really freaky. It wasn't just my dad my smell affected. All these men had done was smell me, and it was enough to knock them out. I was the stinky black plague.
Living in Florida, I normally take a lot of showers anyway. Everything in Florida is in the 80s. The temperature, the humidity, the ages, and the IQs. In Florida, we can't even figure out how to vote.
I took a 1-hour shower hoping the smell would go away. So when I toweled off, I didn't smell myself, and I had confidence that I can go out in public again. I left the safety of my apartment to test my theory.
I was determined to rejoin civilization, so I did what any normal American girl would do. I went shopping. this was definitely not a good idea. The biggest problem with reality is that there's no background music to help you run faster.
What is going on? This is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
As near as I can figure it out, it happens like this. A male smells me. B, his hormones go into turbo drive. C, almost instantly, his 5-inch penis grows to over 10 plus inches and he's a very happy camper. D, his body drains his head of blood to fuel the growth of his new best friend. And E, he curls up on the floor to dream of introducing his new best friend to a dozen centerfold quality women.
It's like that.
You know, I only seen the bitch from across the street. She was hot, real hot, like a delicatessen pizza at the deli, you know what I'm saying? Guys are falling left and right and left. I'd do her. I'd royally freaking do her, eh? Molto caldo, eh? Hey, where can a guy get a drink around here, eh? I'm a freaking TV star, eh?
Dr. Golin, if you were the first one to interview the young lady known to us as Stinky, they brought her to your emergency room?
A minor concussion. Nothing serious.
Well, how about the reports about this odor? What is that all about?
Oh my God. Smell like the Okefenokee swamps in mid-July. Ugh. What a stench. Thought I was going to retch. Oh, yuck. Oh.
Well, what about the reports that men have been finding her smell irresistible to the point of getting massive erections and also passing out unconsciously from her lust?
Is this for the record or off the record? Oh well, either way, it doesn't really matter. I can state unequivocally and with complete certainty that this stinky person had absolutely no effect whatsoever on my genitals.
So, doctor, what would it take to affect your genitals?
Well, Tom Cruise.
You lucky stiff.
Hey, don't you be talking about my lucky stiff.
This time I scrubbed my skin like I was getting burnt tofu off a frying pan. Tofu sounds like something you'd see growing on a sweat sock. My shower took the smell away for only about a half an hour. Then it returned. I started to believe I would never be cured and would have to live the rest of my life as an outcast. My dad was coming over, so I needed another long shower because that would give him at least half an hour of immunity from my knockout smell. Daddy had heard on the news that scientists are guessing that the girl now known as Stinky was experiencing an amazing increase in her output of pheromones. Great. Smell your daughter, enter a coma. With only minutes before the smell returns and now I get visitors?
Miss Calhoun? Miss Rose Calhoun?
Yeah, who's looking for her? Who are you guys?
I'm Detective Sergeant Sidney Wolf. This is my partner, Detective Ezra Abramowitz.
What is this about? I'm Rose's father.
Is that so? What is your name, sir?
Robert Calhoun, he's my dad.
May we come in, please?
These guys were about as welcome as a fart in an elevator.
Miss Calhoun, you of course know why we're here, don't you?
You know that incident in the parking lot yesterday caused quite a sensation.
We just want to make sure that there's nothing illegal or dangerous going on here.
Why do you think it was Rose?
Because some of the video that was loaded to the internet clearly displayed your amazingly beautiful daughter and her car with the license plate on her tighter than tight rear end.
This guy had the sex appeal of a squid. Ew.
You know something? My wife and my 3 stepdaughters, they love your videos. As a matter of fact, they wish they could even smell like you.
Come to think of it, my wife does rake. Of course, that's another story altogether. Well, I'm surprised, though, because the media keeps referring to you as somebody as Miss Stinky, Super Stinky, Stinky the Kid, the Amazing Stinkster. I don't detect an odor from you at all. Our chief wants to inform you that even though those videotapes show that you didn't actually touch any of those men, some of them that were knocked unconscious might file assault charges against you.
Assault? But I didn't do anything.
You seem very sweet to me, Miss Calhoun, and quite attractive, I'm compelled to tell you. So, if or when an assault charge is filed, I will personally come in to escort you to book you.
What do you mean by book?
Unfortunately, we have these mean old criminal procedures that we have to follow, but don't you worry your pretty little self, because I, Detective Ezra Abramowitz, will hold your hand and ease you through the process with as little pain as I can manage for you. I would never want to hurt you.
Whoa, boy, whoa. Watch those hormones. I used to have hormones too. Then I got married.
Well, gentlemen, I don't mean to be rude, but Rose and I have some errands to run this afternoon, so if you don't mind, we'll be saying goodbye now.
Reach out to me anytime, and I really mean that. If you want to just talk or go shopping. And special for you, holidays included.
Come on, lover boy.
Call me.
Those cops are the reason Mother Nature created the middle finger.
Cops. Oh, Rosie. Whoa.
Oops. Meanwhile, from all over the world, people began conspiring against me. Apparently what I thought as a curse, everyone else thought as a valuable asset. Well, can you believe that?
Horace, what do you want for dinner tonight?
How about a divorce?
You want that baked, broiled, barbecue, or poisoned?
I would prefer it legal.
Well, when do we do anything legal?
I hate you, Lenore.
Oh, don't hold back, Horace. Tell me what you really think.
I wish my marriage license had come with an expiration date.
You know, you're just upset because your mother has a bigger dick than you do.
No, she doesn't. I checked.
Are you Horace and Lenore Gable?
That's us.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting out here, but I thought this would be a more appropriate and discreet location than you being seen coming up to my office. There are spies in my organization. I can't trust any of them. They're all anxious to betray me. The sneaky bastards! I'm Gwen Garish, owner and CEO of Garish Cosmetics.
Well, I'm obviously Horace, and this is my lovely wife, Lorraine.
Lenore.
Lenore. Whatever.
I would say it's nice to meet you both, but I'm not sure it is yet.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't shake hands. I am terribly susceptible to germs. Right now, because of germs, there is a giant brain tumor growing in my head. Oh, the doctors keep telling me there is no tumor and that I'm not showing any symptoms. But I know it's there because sometimes it talks to me, mostly late at night, after I take my Xanax pills and some vodka.
So, what can we do for you, Miss Garish?
I need help with a problem, and I understand you two have absolutely no scruples or morals. Let's get out of here. Come, come. There. That's better.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just assume everybody's out to get you. Well, how can we help?
Have you been following the news? Have you heard about this girl they're calling Stinky?
Who hasn't?
Let me tell you something. If one can sell a fragrance that will literally, physically capture men, every woman in the world would buy it. So my tumor and I have decided that no matter what, we need to make a deal with Stinky. If my tumor and I can synthesize her pheromone fragrance into a perfume, then it could be sold as a foolproof sexual aphrodisiac.
Your tumor's pretty smart for a tumor. What do you hear from your gallbladder?
I want you to offer her $1 million to sign with Garish.
Well, what if she won't sign with Garish? You want us to kill her?
It'd cost you extra.
I don't want her dead, because that might alter her unique smell. If she won't take my money, then I want her kidnapped and locked away in my laboratory.
Kidnapped, huh? We can handle it.
All right, I'm explaining. You stop! Damn tumor! Pushy, pushy, pushy! Here is Stinky's real name, address, and cell phone number. I paid off a clerk at the Motor Vehicle Bureau. I've also written down a website where you can download a special tracking program that will tell you where her cell phone is at any given moment within a 1-block radius. As long as Stinky's phone is on, satellites will be following her every movement. So, Mr. and Mrs. Gable, now it is up to you two. With or without Stinky's cooperation, I intend to own her odor.
Don't worry, Mrs. Garish. We'll land on that stinky girl like a sumo wrestler in heat.
Never underestimate the power of stupid people in groups.
You know, Wayne here's been a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and he shares our feelings about Jews, Catholics, Mormons, Amish, fags, lesbos, coloreds, migrant bean eaters, pizza flipping Guidos, camel humping towel heads, beach invading Canadians, slant-eyed math majors, and worst of all, those dang career politicians.
I've heard lots of good things about your army. You's my kind of people.
And you know, Wayne, he got a million jokes. Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, pop quiz. Why wasn't the baby Jesus born in Mexico? They couldn't find 3 wise men. Did you hear about that girl they call Stinky?
Yeah, I think I heard this one before.
Oh no, that's not a joke. That's a question.
Is she the bitch that knocks out men with her smell? I think I seen that on the internet.
You know, if I had a superpower like that, I could rob enough money to fund all of our military operations.
That'd be awesome. Well, she's a white girl, so why don't we recruit her?
You know, I think Manny's right. With her in our army, we would have a potent weapon against the tyranny of un-American minorities. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about recruiting her whether she wants to or not? As in abducting her?
Well, yeah, I guess I am. Whatever it takes.
I zim.
All right.
You know, The statistics on insanity is that 1 out of every 4 Americans is suffering from some form of mental illness. Think of your 3 best friends. If they're sane, then it's you.
I was minding my own business, walking my Jakey boy, when...
Oh, shit!
I was being kidnapped by 2 totally inept, brain-dead morons. I wasn't afraid. I was angry. And you don't want to get a Calhoun angry. Not if you're smart, you don't.
Hold your dog, we'll be forced to shoot it.
Hey, that remark really pissed me off. Don't you ever threaten my dog again.
I'm Agent Lauren, this is Agent Monroe. We're with the Department of Defense. We would show you our faces, but we're not dumb enough to remove these gas masks.
You are Rose Calhoun, are you not?
I am an American citizen, and I have rights. I demand you release me.
Miss Calhoun, over the past few days, you've demonstrated an amazing, almost magical ability to fully immobilize men by simply emitting some sort of pungent odor. Is this true, Miss Calhoun?
People like you two are the reason why people like me need anxiety medication. Ugh, I have a right to a lawyer.
We know it's you. We've watched all the videos and spoken to numerous witnesses. Are you currently emitting this odor now? We can't tell with these special gas masks on. Is it something you can control at will?
We just need some answers, Miss Calhoun. We're not here to hurt you in any way. Why, you should be happy and proud to be called upon to help your government and the great American people.
Exactly.
Aw, why don't you wipe your mouth? There's still a tiny little piece of bullshit around your lips.
Miss Calhoun, will you cooperate with us, or do you intend to remain belligerent?
You know, did the aliens forget to remove your anal probe? Because you have your head so far up your ass you could chew your food twice.
Miss Calhoun, that's not a very ladylike thing to say. Besides, what kind of unpatriotic bitch are you?
You guys are living proof that a pile of shit could grow legs and walk around.
Think how wonderful it would be if the United States government could knock out its enemies with just a sniff. Think how it would be in riot control against demonstrators.
Exactly.
It's amazing that you were capable of out-racing a million sperm.
Hey, girlie, who lit the fuse on your tampon?
Oh, hold it. Miss Calhoun, our scientists are prepared and very anxious to meet with you. They would like to conduct some experiments to determine whether or not, and how and why, you can overpower men with just your smell.
You know, if you were to draw a line down your fuzzy head, it would look like your ass.
Miss Calhoun, you seem to be able to use your power selectively.
Exactly!
Is that all that you can say?
Precisely.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think, Miss Calhoun, that this is an excellent time for you to become a missing person.
That's right.
Are your parents brother and sister? Because that would explain it.
I'm warning you, I am running out of patience.
Either let me go or arrest me, then.
Okay, have it your way. Rose Calhoun, we are taking you into custody. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be misquoted against you. That's right. If this is the way you want it, fine.
Oh, I don't think so. All right. Bye-bye, boys.
I didn't stop to think whether it was smart or stupid to escape from those 2 government agents, but all I knew was that there was no way I would let them put handcuffs on me, send my Jake to the dog pound, or bring me into court to be judged by people too dumb to get out of jury duty. I knew that I was now in danger and had to run for my life. I called my dad and had him pick me up. My brilliant father had bought himself a gas mask so he could avoid bouncing his head on the floor again. He was now immune to my smell. I told him about the 2 jerk-offs who had dragged me into their van and how I had been a real bitch to them. Imprisoning me for having a little body odor was really unfair. They claimed to be from the government, but who really knew who they were? We both agreed that it made sense for me to disappear until the smell goes away. He would take Jake over to his house, So he dropped me off near my apartment so I could get my car, collect some clothing, and, of course, fill my suitcase full with my crucial cosmetics. I can't tell you how horrified I was when I saw my apartment. I felt like I had been violated. It made me physically ill. My poor designer clothing. What horrible style ignorant beasts could do something like this? Those monsters? They probably do all their own clothing shopping at Goodwill.
Hello?
It didn't sound like how a cop or a government agent
Hello?
would knock. I thought maybe it was my friend Nicole, so I went to go take a peek.
Is that you?
It wasn't Nicole. It was some
Nicole?
older lady.
Hello in there. I'm looking for Rose Calhoun. I've got an employment offer for you. I just have to make sure that you're Rose. Hello? Don't you want to know how much money we're talking about?
I had to admit, I was curious.
Rose?
Maybe my knockout odor was actually worth something.
Well, hello. Rose? May I call you Rose? Oh, madam, you are powerful. I've dealt with rotting bodies that were less offensive than you are. Having trouble keeping up with the housekeeping, are we?
All right, lady. What is it you want to tell me?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just our lab rat. I need to make sure that you have the power to affect men the way that you're supposed to.
Look at that.
That's quite a trick, Rose. I've been trying to shut that shithead up for years, and you do it with just one little stink.
I'm in a hurry, lady. Please, can you get down to it, please? I need to leave.
Okay, look, the deal is simple. We are representing a major cosmetics firm that want to duplicate your unique pheromone smell and put it into a new perfume. And if you work with them, they will pay you. Are you listening, Rose? $1 million. That's a one with 6 zeros on it.
Well, that is a lot of zeros. What would I have to do for this money?
Well, all you have to do is come with us to our laboratory and stay for a little while and let the scientists do whatever the scientists do.
Experiments?
I presume.
Experiments on my body?
Well, whatever it takes to get the job done.
How long?
Well, that's about it. Whatever it takes.
Months?
Perhaps.
No way. No deal. I mean, I'm not going to lock myself away for that long of a time.
Oh dear, you're coming with me.
Oh no, I think I'm really not.
Oh, I think you really are.
No, I think I'm really not.
I do. You're coming with us.
I don't think so, lady.
What a bitch. Just like those government agents, she also wanted to imprison me. Well, screw that. I had to leave my clothing and my car behind. I had no choice.
We'll get you, Stinky! And your little dog, too!
Big news from Stinky Land. Highly reliable sources have indicated that our Rose Stinky Calhoun is secretly dating Brad Pitt. There is no word on how this Stinky Pitt relationship will affect Mr. Pitt's marriage or Miss Stinky's decision to appear on this season's Dancing with the Stars. Reporting live from Stinky Land. Sir, what is your opinion on all this stinky news?
I think it's all a big fake. It's part of the launch of some perfume or room deodorant. American capitalism at its worst. And of course, my manic-depressive wife will be the first one to waste my hard-earned money on.
Sounds like an interesting business opportunity.
Stinky products. I wonder if there's any Stinky shares on the Stinky Stock Exchange. Speeda. John. Yeah. Stinky stock. Buy.
I'm surprised This stinky lady hasn't already signed a contract with a cosmetic company to bring her unique smell to market. You know what I'm saying? We're talking hefty bucks here. Excuse me, pardon me. We're talking hefty bucks here. Take my word for it. I would do it. Cash in while the stink is still in the air. Ka-ching! So, reporter lady, how did I do, huh? Did I do okay? Yeah? Yeah?
There I am, living on the streets, and the only question popping into my head was, why do they lock gas station bathrooms? Are they afraid someone's going to sneak in there and clean them?
Sylvia McGovern reporting live with self-proclaimed #1 fan of Stinky, Kelly Clarice. Kelly, what's going on?
Well, I was determined to smell just like my favorite person, Stinky the Magnificent. So yesterday, I took all of my allowance money and went to the $1 store, bought 3 cases of assorted Chinese perfumes.
What did you do with all of that perfume?
Well, I poured it into my parents' bathtub and added all of my mom's colognes and my dad's perfumes.
Now, how did your parents feel about that?
Well, they were pretty mad, but they're gonna be in trouble or what?
What happened after you poured everything into the bathtub?
I sat in the bathtub for 2 hours, and when I got out, I glowed with a beautiful tinge of dark purple. I looked like a big walking prune.
Kelly, as a big walking prune, how does that make you feel?
Stinky.
If you could say anything to your hero, Miss Stinky, what would it be?
I love you. Stinky, you're my hero. Stinky.
Hello, I am Martha Wisnitsa, Deputy Press Secretary for Mayor Simon Sibley. The mayor wants all Americans to know that we do not have a stinky plague hovering over our fair city. The rumors of a disgusting, monstrous, stinky creature stalking our streets are lies, untruths, and maybe even falsehoods. Like the abominable snowman, the Loch Ness monster, and a winning season for the Miami Dolphins, these are all just myths, legends, and scary campfire stories. Our residents are ready to welcome all you tourists to our beaches, restaurants, and decontamination centers. The mayor suggests that you bring your bathing suits, lots of suntan lotion, and gas masks.
Miss Stinky, I've got a deal for you. It's a game show called Stinky's Race. Men chase you and they try to catch you. The one who remains conscious the longest wins. Get it? It's a natural, a winner. I will make you rich, Miss Stinky. You can contact me in room 118 of the Motel 6 on Federal Highway, located between the closed-down Blockbuster Video Store and Vinny's Ultimate Pizza.
I was not impressed. I thought she smelled like a compost pile. God awful nasty is the way I describe her stench. A person like that should, every now and then, take a bath, or use industrial strength underarm deodorant, or liberally splash some nose-melting perfume. What can it hurt? Miss Calhoun, please, have some consideration for your fellow man and keep your foul, nasty aroma to yourself. You know, Sylvia, you look a lot heavier in real life.
I am supervising DEA agent Milton Capp. The Drug Enforcement Administration believes these men have been drugged. As such, Rose Calhoun is now classified Schedule II narcotic like cocaine. The DEA will prosecute to the fullest extent of the law anyone caught snorting Rose Calhoun. And kids, please don't do drugs, because if you do drugs, you'll go to prison, and drugs are real expensive in prison.
I was exhausted and starving and would have killed to get some sleep. For the life of me, I just could not figure out how these people kept finding me. Maybe they've got a satellite up there that can smell, sort of like a giant nose in the sky?
Well, it's about time. I mean, could you have gotten here any slower? Oh, no, I know. You drove here with the emergency brake shoved up your ass.
All right, don't piss me off, Mom. I'm in a murderous mood and I'm running out of places to hide the bodies. Now, what is it that's so important that you pulled me out of a hot bed with a cool blonde?
Oh, in your dreams. Bruno, you have delusions of adequacy. You did not inherit your mother's prodigious sexual libido.
Give me a break, Ma. You haven't been with a man since the Dead Sea was only sick.
I am not that old.
Look in the mirror, Ma. You're ancient. You used to drive to school in a chariot.
Bruno, the only reason you were born is because I did not believe in abortion. But now I do.
All right, enough of this pleasant family talk. Why am I here?
Well, did you hear on the news about the big rewards they're offering for the capture of that girl that they call, what is her name, Smelly?
You mean Stinky?
Well, whatever.
What about her?
Well, I know where she is, but I need you to help me capture her.
I better tell Pop the Alzheimer's is back.
No, I am serious. I know where she is at this very moment.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? Oh, Bruno, you know, ever since you were a kid, you've been so dumb. You used to sit on the television set and watch the sofa.
All right. Where is she?
She is under a tree in my backyard.
Can't be her.
Yes, I saw her when I went out with the garbage. I got close to her and I smelled her.
But yeah, but how am I, a male, supposed to get close enough to where I could grab her?
Ah, Bruno. Here, stuff your nose with the cotton balls, and if you can't smell her, then you're safe.
All right.
There you go, now. You're tight now, plenty. You want another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me some more of that
There you
cotton.
go, there you go. All right. Quiet, Bruno. Corner. Here. All right. Get out of my way. Get out of my
Hey, you're not going anywhere!
You belong to us now.
No, I'm
not. Oh! I'm blaming you, dummy.
It's not my fault.
My name is Veronica Tyson. I am the teen chairwoman of South Florida's conservative Iced Tea Party Youth Division. We are pro-celibacy and anti-erection. We believe that the forced and immediate erections the fugitive Rose Calhoun causes is un-American. Un-American. She is a threat to our country's economy. She will cause the loss of jobs and will undermine our precious pharmaceutical companies by eliminating a man's need for erectile dysfunction medication. We say down with Stinky and up with Viagra.
I'm Maggie Sloan.
And I'm Trisha Abbott.
This is USA Tonight. So, Trisha, what's the hottest news today?
Well, Maggie, once again, America's talking about the amazing Rose Calhoun. Still on the run and still stinky.
Rumors continue to swirl about Miss Calhoun's confirmed involvement with the ultra-handsome Brad Pitt.
Word is, Brad's wife, Angelina Jolie, not a happy camper.
Jennifer Aniston, though, Brad's ex-wife, is quoted to not give a damn. And here's a USA Tonight exclusive.
It has been confirmed that Miss Calhoun, when she stops running, will accept a position as spokesperson for the world's biggest erection drug,
Viagra.
Good work, Rose. Keep it up.
That was my line.
Not anymore.
Bitch.
I wanted my daddy and my doggy and a clean place to sleep and a manicure and my hair done and food I didn't have to eat off of rusty dumpsters. Man, life is sure cruel when you're miles away from your cosmetics.
I was too tired to run anymore. I was out of gas, flying on fumes. Both my phone and I needed to recharge.
And then what was left of my world horribly collapsed. I whipped out my phone and turned on the local TV station to hear what they were talking about me.
We've just received breaking and tragic news in the story of Rose Stinky Calhoun. Local police believe the dead animal found on the side of Atlantic Avenue to be that of Miss Calhoun's beloved black and white dog, apparently the victim of an all-too-common hit-and-run driver. Now authorities urge Miss Calhoun to call them directly in order to identify the remains of her precious pet.
It can't be true. It's not true. I refuse to believe it. Not my puppy, my Jakey boy, but how?
Good morning, good morning. It's fun to stay up late. Good morning to you. And you. I got breakfast for everybody.
Oh, what a crappy way to spend the night. Like, I really need my beauty sleep. My hair must be a mess.
The recruitment brochures for the FBI ain't say nothing about sleeping in no cars.
Hey, listen, I got breakfast and coffee and donuts for everybody. I'm officially off my diet today.
Thank you.
So what is be with you cop and donut?
Oh, for cops, it's a cultural imperative. Donuts are in our DNA.
Listen, you two, if anyone needs to use the bathroom, now's the time.
Anybody got a read on Stinky yet this morning? I wonder if her cell phone's still there off.
Don't worry. Dispatch will let us know. Right now, all we can do is wait and eat.
This is the boring part of being an FBI agent.
Oh, honey, it's the same thing for cops. I have to go potty. My bladder is bitch slapping me. BRB.
Bye. So, Special Agent Holbrook, how long you been with the agency?
5 years now. But you can call me Rebecca, Becky, or Holbrook. It's all the same.
Oh? So why do you think you were assigned to the Stinky investigation?
Well, I guess because as a woman, I'm immune to her stinky smell.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, boy. It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. So tell me, you have a wife waiting for you at home?
Yeah, unfortunately. Listen, I haven't had too much luck with either one of my wives. My first wife left me, and my second wife didn't. But I'll tell you what, my first wife, now that was a great housekeeper. When we got divorced, she made sure she kept the house.
Oh, man.
But my current wife, we had a big blowout the other night. It was just really all my fault. She asked me what was on the TV, and I told her. Yeah, dust.
You can't say that to a woman, son.
Oh, well. Well, tell me about you, Rebecca. Are you married?
For now. But you know what? I did something really, really stupid.
Oh.
I married my own ex-husband. I knew he looked familiar.
Seriously?
You know, the divorce, it just didn't work out. But how come you don't just go ahead and divorce your second wife?
Because paying alimony to her is like feeding hay to a dead horse.
It's true what they say. Lust is easy. Love is hard.
Well, listen, with my current wife, I'm a strong believer in the 11th commandment.
11th commandment? What that be?
And the Lord saith, thou shalt not weigh more than thy refrigerator.
Still nothing. That stubborn bitch's phone must still be turned off.
This is one huge, steamy bucket of manure. We did everything right? I mean, 1 second, she was our prisoner, and half an hour later, we woke up with boners. What the hell are we gonna do if little Miss Stinky doesn't turn on her phone again?
Then we are royally screwed. We drag our sorry asses back to Washington, we get our ankles chained to a desk, and we spend the rest of our government service locked in a 6x6 cubicle.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Why not? My blood type's B negative.
Well, whoever Florida just caused one shitload of global warming.
Please, nobody light a match.
It wasn't me.
I think farting is patriotic. I read somewhere in our Constitution that farting is a freedom of speech.
Okay. I just expressed my free speech. What'd I just say?
You said you're full of shit.
No. Jake! No! Jakey boy! No! I had spent a sleepless night, draining my eyes of tears, feeling my heart cracking apart, obsessing over my dead puppy Jake. Oh, how could life be so heartless to take him from me? What had happened? I lay there remembering Jake and how much I missed him. I couldn't believe he was really dead. Who was this bozo? He sure was freakish looking. And what's with that pirate's eye patch? He looked like an extra from a Johnny Depp movie or a filthy, smelly, penniless bum living in a mosquito-infested junkyard. But then again, so did I. And goddamn, the son of a bitch had food. Oh, you can't imagine how jealous I was of my disgusting junkyard roommate. Okay, sure. It wasn't like a real cornflake type of breakfast, but at the time, it sure looked like a feast to me. This guy was homeless, but was he dangerous? Oh, I was so desperate I decided to take a chance. Hello? I didn't mean to scare you. My name's Rose Calhoun. Do you have a name? You're not much of a talker, are you? Is it that you can't talk? Okay, or that you just don't want to?
It's difficult for me to talk.
So, what's your name then?
Bjorn Fabricius.
Oh, well, Bjorn. We haven't known each other long, but I'm starving, and I'd sure love a pretzel or two. You can't imagine how much I would love to just go over there, but you see, I can't.
I'm slightly contagious, sort of.
Is it good?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't usually look like this. It must be a sight. do I know you from somewhere by any chance? Like, you look familiar to me. Very familiar. Awfully familiar. No, I could hurt you. Please, don't come near me. I don't understand. Do you not smell me? You're not affected. I don't understand.
I was in an explosion in Afghanistan. I can't smell anything. I burned my nostrils.
Oh, okay.
I felt bad for the guy, but it was sensational that he was not affected by my smell. It was also wonderful that I finally got some food in my belly. Bjorn told me about the war and how he got wounded. He must have gone through hell. His parents keep a condo and a boat down here in Florida for vacations, but he's been living on the streets because he's tormented by the horrors he witnessed. He feels personally guilty. Weird, huh? What? My life wasn't screwed up enough and now I have more idiots to contend with? What the hell did these lunatics want? They surrounded this guy, Bjorn, and me. I was going to try reasoning with them. Luckily, Bjorn decided this was his fight also. It didn't look like we had any options. Bjorn didn't wait for a formal invitation to the prom. These meatballs were moving at the speed of dial-up internet. If they moved any slower, they would rust. They had obviously gotten their martial arts training at the University of Larry, Moe, and Curly. I showed him my war face. Our first exchange was under girls' rules. This guy couldn't hit sand if he fell off a camel. I faked an attack by first going for his eyes. Then I kicked his nuts into tomorrow. A 3-point field goal through the uprights. What can I tell ya? The score was Rose and Bjorn 4, Neanderthals 0. Hooray for the good guys. Yeah, that's right. We bad.
This is a violation of her civil rights, the God-given rights of every American. And if you've been following my posts on Facebook and Twitter, as millions have, you'll know that she's on the run because the police, agents of our government, cosmetic manufacturers, reality show producers, scientists, and even some wackos from some white power group are all trying to exploit her circumstances. Now, she's been threatened with physical harm and imprisonment. There's even been attempts at abduction. I ask you, how would you feel if just about everyone in the known universe was trying to experiment on your daughter?
Yes, but Mr. Calhoun, what about her ability to overpower these men?
Yes, it's true. The girl has a rare and unusual condition. But she didn't break any laws. She doesn't deserve to be locked away in some jail cell. Now, my Rose will stay in seclusion until this rare gift wears off. Until then, I'm asking the public to contact their political leaders and tell them to call their dogs off. Leave my Rose alone.
Well, there you have it, folks. An impassioned plea from a worried father, Mr. Calhoun. Thank you, Mr. Calhoun.
Sylvia, on a lighter note, Bobby Calhoun, is definitely available for spots and interviews on talk shows, The Today Show, The Tonight Show, and every damn show in between. Bobby Calhoun is available for guest spots on sitcoms and character roles in movies and even for book deals. Bobby Calhoun is available for bar mitzvahs, baptisms, backyard get-togethers, and garage sales. Bobby Calhoun is so damn available it'd make your head spin.
Mr. Calhoun, it sounds to me like you are looking to benefit financially from your daughter's troubles. Is your need for money so great?
Bobby Calhoun has all the money he'll ever need to spend in this lifetime.
Really?
Yes, assuming Bobby Calhoun dies by 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Calhoun. It's nice to see that you have retained your sense of humor, even though your daughter is on the run and now with the sudden demise of her poor dog.
What? Demise? What do you mean?
Back to you in the studio.
When the weather is cold or rainy, Bjorn sneaks into this empty, foreclosed house. I went with him. I wasn't worried about legalities, I was worried about a roof over my head.
Hey, thanks for bringing me here. I can't thank you enough. Kind of need to let my dad know that I'm still breathing.
No, turn it off. Take out the battery. That's how they're tracking you. No, take out the battery.
All right.
Hurry.
Give me a second.
No.
Here.
Okay. Oh my God.
Now
no.
what?
Wait. Yo. See, what happens is the computer's interacting with your phone. They track you because that's a built-in GPS application. So if the computer's know where your phone's at, that's how they know where you are.
And that's how everyone's been finding me.
Bjorn said we needed food for the night, so he had to go to work. I wonder what he meant by that. What a pleasure to finally get cleaned up. I think I had 7 pounds of dirt on me, maybe 8. I spent the rest of my day in mourning. Jake had been my family, my friend. I was thoroughly crushed. Life was unfair. Wow, was that real food I was smelling, or was I being delusional?
Is that real food? Unlike the dumpster crap I'm so used to?
Yeah, after everything that you've been through, I figured you deserved a treat, so.
Thank you, Bjorn. I don't know what to say. This is amazing.
We ate after Bjorn took a shower also. He cleaned up quite nicely.
You know, I really liked this guy, Bjorn, whatever the hell his name is. He seemed like a genuinely nice person. It's too bad he's not handsome or rich, because then he would be the perfect man. Instead, he's scarred and homeless and poor and probably suffering from that depression thing returning soldiers get. Too bad.
We were up really late that night, telling each other our troubles, drenching each other in sympathy, compassion, and tears, revealing our innermost thoughts to a stranger. And I'll tell you something, it turned out to be a powerful therapy session for the both of us. Not even Dr. Phil could have made it better, and he's right at least 50% of the time. These past years, Bjorn had been depressed and bitter and guilty about his involvement in the war. One day, Bjorn decided to no longer be a burden on his parents, so he went for a little walk. He's been walking for 3 years now. Bjorn doesn't want his parents to know where he is. He wants his parents to go on with their lives. Just like me, Bjorn had always been proud of his appearance.
Bjorn, looks aren't everything.
Huh? Was it really Rose Calhoun who just told Bjorn that looks don't matter? Did that really come out of me?
Did you ever kill anyone? What was that like?
It's horrifying.
Bjorn told me that one time in a bullets flying everywhere gun battle, a bullet nicked him in the right thigh. But at the time, he was so extremely busy trying not to get dead that he didn't even notice. If a bullet had come within 10 yards of me, I think I would have noticed.
Did you have a girlfriend back home waiting for you?
Home stateside, I was welcomed as a hero. Medals of honor, parades for the city. I don't want any of it. His death is not something that I want to celebrate. I mean, I know coming back from war, I was suffering from PTSD, but I went to the rehab, I went to the psychs. I was just a broken piece of machinery and no one had the pieces to fix me.
But at least you came home alive.
Alive? You call this alive?
And by early morning, the barriers tumbled and Bjorn was able to purge some of the horror and guilt that had been tormenting him.
But don't you miss your family? Your father, your mother?
My sisters.
All I could do was sit and hold him. It was a Hallmark moment, though, without the card, envelope, and the postage stamp.
For days, I had regretted the weirdness that afflicted me, that sent me out into the streets to hide. But tonight, the only thing that I regretted was that I wasn't capable of giving Bjorn back the face that he was born with. And the fact that I am never going to see my loving puppy ever again. If only I can make miracles happen. If only I can make miracles happen.
I was finally getting some needed sleep, but then the bloodhound showed up. We didn't have a second to lose. Feet don't fail me now. It killed me to leave all that good food behind. It was supposed to be our breakfast.
Son, watch all this food here. More than for just one person.
Oh, poo. I don't smell anything. Do either of you?
Just broccoli beef. And it smells good. It's still fresh. Somebody must have been here last night. Anybody want some?
This isn't fair. Those were my spare ribs. What's this? Hey, Bjorn, we're supposed to be escaping here. Let's get with the program, shall we? I watched a damaged man who had nothing give what little he had to a stranger in need. I couldn't tell you how I felt. I've never felt these feelings before about a man.
these were definitely new feelings for Rose Calhoun. I didn't know how to react.
All right, so I suggest we work together on this. What you think?
Fine with us, but the Department of Defense gets custody once we bring her in.
Exactly. Negative on that. We have local jurisdiction.
Sorry, boys. The FBI has federal jurisdiction.
Well, sorry on your sorry head, but we have international jurisdiction, so she's the DOD.
Exactly.
Well, bullshit on you.
Well, double bullshit on you.
Well, poopy pies on you all.
All right, that's enough. We've been arguing like a bunch of school kids around here.
Or members of Congress.
I didn't do it. You got the wrong man. You got no proof. I mean, I'm being framed. I was out of town. I had a root canal. I had a coma. Okay. I confess. It was her.
Oh, you?
I needed a place to hide, so my wonderful Bjorn volunteered his parents' boat that they keep in Florida for those times they vacation down here.
Rosie,
Daddy, it's me.
what's going on, kiddo? You doing all right?
Everything's messed up, Daddy. I need your help.
Whatever, anything.
Okay, meet me as fast as you can at what had been Jake's favorite place. Do you understand?
No.
It used to be Jake's favorite place.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it.
Oh, and Daddy, kill your cell phone.
Why?
Trust me, turn it off. Pull out the battery. It's major.
All right.
Daddy asked me what I meant by used to be. I hated to ask, but I needed to know about Jake. And then he told me he was okay. I was overwhelmed. He was alive, all right, and living in his house. Bjorn, he thinks the cops planted the story about my dog dying in order to draw me out, to capture me, and to put me in jail. Those sneaky bastards.
Stinky's phone is active.
She's close by.
She called her father.
Her father's gonna meet Stinky at some place that's as yet undetermined.
She's already on her way, but she turned off her cell phone again.
Stinky's father, this Robert Calhoun, he also turned off his phone, so evidently he knows how we've been tracking her.
I guess we're just gonna have to follow the daddy to find the well-constructed daughter.
Apparently there's an individual named Jake, but he's neither friend nor family.
We've already got people searching government databases, Social Security payroll records, and the IRS for his identity.
So we working together on this or what?
Yeah, of course.
All right, then I have a confession to make. Yesterday, the Bureau gave us permission to put a bug on Mr. Calhoun's car. So now, even when his cell phone down, we'll know wherever he is.
Whoop-de-fudging do. We've had a bug on his car for 2 days now.
We've had one on his car for 4 days.
3 GPSs on one car? That's what makes America great.
Exactly.
Come on, you two.
Go! Come on, go! Hurry, go!
We were ready to pop open the champagne because it looked like we had made a clean getaway. I was ready for an ocean voyage. Oh boy, was I ready. I needed to hide. Open up! Stupid door. Ugh. My father got busy untying us from the dock. This was one hell of a knot, sort of like trying to unravel spaghetti. Bjorn knew right where the key was, so this definitely was a boat he was familiar with. There was Bjorn and his family. What a handsome guy he had been. It made me want to cry. And here was my poor Bjorn suffering from anguish over the terrible things he had to do in the war. He had been there when his country had needed him,
So where was his country now that he needed help? Motherfucking politicians! The bad guys started closing in on us, even though we had our phones turned off. How many times was I going to have to flush to get rid of these guys? Unfortunately, my stink power wasn't going to work in this situation because the men were wearing gas masks. I knew I had to escape, but I couldn't leave Bjorn without letting him know how I felt. I came up with a delicious mouthful of salty seawater mixed with ship's oil, floating garbage, and raw sewage added for flavor. Yummy! There was no time to waste, so I took off swimming to the Bahamas. I'm a good swimmer and might have made it, but I realized Bjorn didn't have an address or a telephone number. I might not ever see him again. My heart sank. I knew for certain at that moment that I really loved the man. I made a U-turn and headed back to the boat. The chase had ended. I was now officially captured. I was ecstatic to be wrapped up in Bjorn's arms. I won't ever leave him again. Of course, I was hoping the men would remove their gas masks, and when my awful smell returned, we might be able to escape again. You might have noticed, I am a stubborn bitch. If you're wondering how it all turned out, you're going to have to read my father's New York Times best-selling book, or go to a theater near you and watch Run, Stinky Run. But for now, I'll give you this preview. My father received $2 million on advance for a book to tell my story. So he surprised me by spending $1 million of it on a team of Beverly Hills plastic surgeons to give Bjorn back his face. It was like a miracle. I love my daddy. I told you, what a guy, huh? Amazingly, all it took was the ocean's salt water to give me that miraculous cure I had been desperate for. The stink was gone. Men were no longer falling at my feet. Since I no longer was a threat to men, the judge released me with no jail time, and the government people disappeared back into the holes they had emerged from. Oh, and one final thing. Check your TV listings. Next season, I'll be appearing with Brad Pitt on Dancing with the Stars. Watch for me.
Wouldn't you like to buy me something? Wouldn't you like to take me to the store? Wouldn't you like to be seen with me, hanging on to you like a dream? Wouldn't you like to buy me something nice? I like diamonds, I like rings, watches, earrings, brand new things. Wouldn't you like to show me something? Wouldn't you like to give me a whole lot more? Wouldn't you like to like Millie, I like Millie. I don't like strings, I don't like strings. Hold me, kiss me, hear me sing. I don't care who you are. Just bring me some beluga, caviar. Would you like to show me something? Would you like to give me all I'm close to me like a dream? Would you like to give me something more? Wouldn't you like to buy me something? Wouldn't you like to take me to the store? Wouldn't you like to be seen with me, hanging on to you like a dream? Wouldn't you like to buy me something nice? Wouldn't you like to show me something?